A few months ago, a rather disturbing trend occurred where YouTubers became obsessed with mailing themselves in cardboard boxes, and they were all pretty insistent that it actually worked. Although thinking about this concept for more than a few seconds reveals that it is 1,000,000% fake, and the videos themselves aren't exactly that convincing either. The YouTuber in question sheepishly crawls into a box, there's a really obvious jump cut, and then the box is empty, and that's pretty much the rest of the video. Cinematic genius. But despite all of this, these videos still piqued viewers' interests. RiceGum's version got 17 million views and Killem's got 8. And I suppose from a business point of view, it kinda makes sense to jump on this trend. I mean, it's a pretty easy day's work. Step 1. Go on YouTube and recoil in intense jealousy because of how many views your fellow YouTubers are getting from doing this challenge. Step 2. Get your own box and go inside it with a GoPro and a slice of bread. Step 3. Have a friend kick and shake the box every so often to make it look like you're actually going through the postal service. And there you go, fat stacks of YouTube money just like that. So you may be wondering, why am I making a video about this trend now when it's pretty much dead? And I was gonna let it go until I saw this new video pop up in my feed. It's another video by Killem, and he takes the trend to a whole new level. In the video, he claims to have floated from Dover in England all the way to France in a plastic box, which by the way is over 40 kilometers. I think it's about time that we checked out this masterpiece. So right off the bat, the video pretty much follows every single clickbaity thing ever. The runtime is over 10 minutes, although in this case he kind of overcooked it by being over 17 minutes. But the reason behind this becomes more apparent when you realize how many ads are on this video. I mean, there's almost more yellow spaces than there is actual play bar space. So the video itself follows that really annoying new format where most of the content is just a sort of vlog where Killem goes shopping and talks about some stuff in a car, which I'm sure is what the viewing public really wants to see. And don't get me wrong, if this was some sort of Mythbuster episode where they actually got someone to travel in a plastic box across the English Channel, then I would totally watch that. But considering the whole premise of this video is clearly fake, it's just a complete waste of time. Eventually, Killem gets into his box and gently floats out into the sea. And this is actually my favourite shot of the whole video because it's so obvious that there's no weight whatsoever on that box.
That's it, I'm floating. What have I done?
Although I have to admit, there's something kind of beautiful watching that box float out into the sea. And as you'd expect, the rest of the video is kind of boring because it is literally just Killem inside a plastic box eating protein bars. Although there is one amazing moment where Killem comes to the slow realization that trapping himself in a plastic box in the middle of the ocean with no way of saving himself if something goes wrong might just be a bad idea, and he gives this Oscar-winning performance.
I should have done it.
And before you know it, Killem actually reaches his destination and lands on a random French beach. And there's this kind of strange sequence where it's blurry and confusing, which is kind of appropriate as that's how I feel when I watch every single YouTube video nowadays.